When they're gonna stop breaking my heart, I don't wanna be another one. Paying for the things I
Welcome to SolidWorks for the Engineering Design Process, Lesson 3, Section 3. In this video, you'll create your first drawing. You'll start by configuring your drawing template and then create the drawing from an existing 3D part. Begin by opening a drawing template. Click New and select Drawing. In the Sheet Format Size window, select ANSI Landscape and click OK. This opens your drawing template configured to the ANSI standard on page size A. Notice that the Model View Property Manager appears when the template opens. This is where you specify the part used in the drawing. Close the Model View Property Manager for now. You'll add the part later. As mentioned earlier, this drawing template is configured to the ANSI standard, which specifies elements like the page size as well as format and content of the title block. You can customize these aspects of your drawing to follow your company's guidelines if needed. You'll learn how to do this in the next portion of the video. If you use a sheet with a customized title block or page size, you can save that template and reuse it for all of your drawings. For example, if your company specifies that you must create drawings to fit a certain page size, you can create a template with that page size. Do this by right-clicking the drawing and selecting Properties. For example, if your template needs to be on a page size 291 mm by 195 mm, click Custom Sheet Size and type the dimensions. You can now save this template and reuse it later. Open the File drop-down menu and click Save Sheet Format. Name your template and click Save. Right-click anywhere on the drawing and select Properties. Your newly created custom template appears in the list of standard sheet sizes. Return to the A Landscape drawing template for now. Before importing the 3D part you wish to convert into a drawing, you must select the type of projection. A projection is the way three-dimensional objects are represented in 2 dimensions on your drawing. There are 2 types of projection: first-angle projection and third-angle projection. The ISO standard uses first-angle projection, and the ANSI standard uses third-angle projection. The difference between the two is the arrangement of the different views on the drawing. Third-angle projection arranges the views like this on the drawing, while the first-angle projection arranges the views like this. To select the desired projection, right-click anywhere on the drawing and select Properties. Select third-angle projection since the ANSI standard is being used. Before starting your drawing, make sure you've selected the correct overall standard. Click Options under the Document Properties tab. Select ANSI as the overall drafting standard. Now you're ready to create the drawing from a 3D part. Click Model View under the View Layout tab. Click Browse and navigate to the provided part called Cap Internal. Under Orientation, make sure Star Front is selected and that Preview is checked off. Under Options, select Auto Start Projected View. Finally, under Scale, click Use Custom Scale and select 1 to 2. Now move the pointer to the drawing and notice the preview of the front view. To show as much detail as possible from this view, select Hidden Lines Visible from the Property Manager under Display Style. Click to place this view as shown. Move the cursor up to preview the top view and click to place it as shown. Next, you'll place the isometric view. This view should be shaded, so click Shaded with Edges and place the view as shown. Click the green check mark once all the views have been placed. You should now add the center line to the front view of the cap internal. Do this by selecting Center Line from the Annotation tab. Now, click on the view to apply the center line. Click the green check mark once you're done. You can move any of the drawing views on your drawing by simply dragging them. However, the views will only move in certain directions. For example, if you were to move top view, it can only move up and down. This is because top view is linked to front view, and to preserve the alignment, it only moves vertically. Click and drag front view. Notice that the top view moves along with it to maintain the alignment. Since the purpose of a drawing is to convey enough information so that a part can be manufactured, it needs to contain dimensions. In the Annotations tab, click Model Items. This opens the Model Items Property Manager. This is where you select which dimensions, reference geometry, and annotations are to be imported from the model. Under Source Destination, select Entire Model to import all the dimensions. Select Import Items onto all views as well. Under Dimensions, click Marked for Drawing. Select Eliminate Duplicates to avoid replicated labels. Click the green check mark to insert the dimensions. To comply with drawing standards and reduce clutter, you need to rearrange the dimension labels on the top view. Click Whole Callout under the Annotation tab. Select the middle circle and place the callout. This annotation labels two diameters in a concise manner. Click the green check mark. Now you can delete the repeated dimensions by selecting them and pressing Delete. You should also move the 80 mm diameter from the top view to the side view to comply with proper drawing practices. Select the 80 mm label, hold down the Control key on your keyboard, and drag the label down to the side view. Correct the location of the dimension label. You can now delete the label from the top view to avoid redundancy. Select the label and press Delete on your keyboard. Since the views are now configured, rearrange the views on the sheet. You should take this opportunity to save now that you've completed your first drawing in SolidWorks. Next, you'll be updating the title block of your drawing. Right-click on the drawing area and select Edit Sheet Format. Double-click the cell on the top right and enter your company's name. Repeat this process to enter the title of your drawing. Resize the name of your drawing if needed. In this cell, it says the dimensions are in inches unless otherwise specified. Since this drawing only uses millimeters, this needs to be edited. Double-click this box and replace inches with millimeters. You should also specify any tolerances here, if needed. Right-click on the drawing area and select Edit Sheet to exit the editing mode. If you change the dimensions of the model in this drawing, the 3D part associated with that drawing is automatically updated to reflect the change and vice versa. To see this, modify the outer diameter label on the front view. Double-click the dimension and notice that the Modify window appears. Change this value to 100 mm and click the green check mark. Click Rebuild to see the change. Not only has this dimension been changed on this drawing, it has also been changed on the part. Save the drawing. SolidWorks notifies you that the model referenced in the drawing has been modified and asks you to confirm the save. Click Save All to save the changes to the part as well. Now open the part to verify that its dimensions were updated. Double-click this face and notice that the diameter of the outer circle has in fact changed to 100 mm. If this part belongs to an assembly, the new dimensions have also taken effect there. In this section, you created your first part drawing. You first configured your sheet and then imported a three-dimensional part. You selected a projection, added dimensions, and learned how to modify the title block. Finally, you learned that modifying a drawing's dimensions can automatically modify the dimensions of the three-dimensional model that was used to create the drawing.
When they're gonna stop breaking my heart.